Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to solve math paper 2 0607, paper 22, component 22, May June 2026. This is the non-calculator extended paper. I'll solve every single question step by step with full explanations, so please compare your answers as we go. Let's see how you did in the exam, or if someone going to take next session exam, so this will be a good reference for you. Question 1. Question 1a, measure the reflex angle R. As you know, here it's measure. So measure, it means you have to use your protractor. Okay, find, it means you have to make some calculations to find. But measure, it means you must use your protractor. So to make it easy for yourself, go measure this one first. Okay, so measure this angle. If we assume that after measuring this one, you put your protractor here and you started to measure and you discovered that this one, for example, 55. So in this case, you have to subtract from 360. So 360 minus 55, and this will give you the answer, 305 degrees. This is just the idea. Okay, when you measure, maybe it will be different than this number. Question B. The diagram shows two straight lines intersecting two parallel lines, and work out the value of M. When you look at this question, you should remember that in parallel lines, we have co-interior angles like C, okay, and we have also like vertically opposite angle, it's like X. And we have alternate angles, it's like Z, and we have corresponding angles like F. So this is just F, Z, X, C, all of that, just to make you remember and memorize it. If you look at this one, here we have 70, so this one will be equal. This is like X, what we call it vertically opposite angles. And if you look at this angle itself and this one, both of them, they are making like C, okay, from inside. So we call them co-interior angles. Co-interior angles add to 180 degrees, okay? So it means 180 minus 70 degrees minus 35 degrees. This will give me M. Okay, so the answer of this question will be 75 degrees. Next one, the probability. The probability that any train arrives at station A on time, it will be 5 over 6. Find the probability that the train arriving here not on time. So it will be complement, like 1 minus 5 over 6, okay, which is 1 over 6. So this is A not station, to come on station, at station A, not on time. Okay, next one, one day 72 trains arrive at station A, 72, so this is N, and work out the number of these trains that are expected. Okay, so we need to find the number of expected value arrive on time. On time, it's 5 over 6. So the probability 5 over 6 times the number of times 72. So this will give us the expected value, okay, which is 60, just 60. It's number, so 60 trains, okay. By the way, like next year, if you continue studying probability, if you are studying IBDP math, or if you study AS level statistics, so you will have something called expected value. This question, okay, expected value, it will be E of x equals to P times N, the probability times number of trials, or the numbers that you have, P times N. Okay, so we call this expected value or the mean. Okay, so just step for future. Next one. Sam goes to a friend's home. Sam arrives at 18:35. Sam leaves her friend's home at 9:40 the next day. Work out the length of time Sam is at her friend's home. So in this question, to make it easy for yourself, don't try to subtract times directly, because you'll almost go wrong. So break it into stages. Like first go to the midnight and then add the remaining morning time. Okay, so from 18:35 to the midnight, okay, like till this midnight, this will give you here 60 minus 35 is 25, and here 23 minus 18 is 5. So now you have 5 hours and 25 minutes till midnight. Okay, and then from the midnight to the morning. Okay, so you will have, of course, from midnight to this time, so you have 9 hours, okay, plus 9 hours and 40 minutes. If you add this one, so this one, it will be 5, 2 times 4, it should be 6, but this, you will increase 1 more hour. Okay, so it will be here 1 plus 5, it's 6, 6 plus 9 is 15. So in this case, you will have 15 hours and 5 minutes. So just split it to make it easy for yourself, to not make mistakes. Next one. Triangle A and triangle C are shown in the grid. Translate triangle A by the vector 1, 3. So the most important when you read this question, to know from where you are working, we need to translate triangle A. Okay. So if you vector 1, 3, this one, it means this one is x. 1 positive, it means 1 to the right. 3 positive, it means 3 up. So take any point in A. Let's take this point. We need to move 1 to the right, to here, and then we need to move through 3 up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this point should be there. Then you can continue drawing the whole triangle, because it's exactly the same triangle, it's just translation. Okay, 1 to the right and 3 up. Okay. So this is the triangle A after translation. So this is the first part. Second part, describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto C. If you see here from A to C, it happened rotation. From A to C, it's rotation. Okay. So how about this rotation? This rotation, number 1, 3 points. Clockwise, as you see, clockwise, 90 degrees. Now we got 2 points. The third point, you have to mention center of rotation. Center of rotation. So to get 3 points, you have to mention that. So as you see here, it's very clear from this shape that the center of rotation is here at this point, like 3, 1. Okay. Next one. Question 5. Alien invests $200 at a rate of R%, simple interest per year. At the end of 2 years, the value of Alien's investment is $212. Work out the value of R. Okay, look here, we are talking about simple interest. The most important thing when you read the question, take care. This is simple interest or compound interest. Okay, because you will use absolutely different formula. Okay, So if this one simple interest, to find the simple interest, okay, so the simple interest itself, it's like you have the principal or the present value what you have times the rate, okay, but rate percent, okay, times n, the number of years, okay. So it was 200 and it became 212. It means the interest is just $12, and the present value is 200, and the rate, this is what we need to find, times n is number of years is 2. Usually it's better when you write the formula and substitute to decrease mistakes. Okay, and of course read the question very well to know that this is simple interest. Now if we simplify this equation, it's 12 equals to 4r. If you divide both by 4, so here r equals to 3. So here just r is 3, okay, 3%. Okay, next question about vectors. So P is the 0.37 and Q is the 0.74. Show that PQ is this one. Okay, sorry. When we need to find PQ, it's like Q minus P. So you can take, okay, the values of this P, Q, where's Q? Here, Q is here. So like 7, okay, minus 3. And here y values 4 minus 7. So the answer here is 4, negative 3. Okay. Next one, work out the absolute value of PQ, the magnitude of PQ. Okay, so the magnitude is the square root of x squared, so 4 squared, plus y squared, take care, make it in brackets. So the square root of 16 plus 9 is the square root of 25, which is 5. So the answer here is 5. Next one, PR is 2 PQ. Find the value of R. Okay, let's first see what's PQ. So 2 of PQ. 2 of this one. So 2 times 4, negative 3. So it will be now 8. Okay, 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So now PR equals to 8, negative 6. We need to find R. PR, it's like R minus P, right? We have actually P, so we can make it like that. Is 37. So if you want to find R is the addition of this 8, negative 6 and 37. So the answer should be 8 plus 3, 11, and negative 6 plus 7, it's 1. So the answer should be 11 here and 1 there. Okay. Okay, done with the vectors. Now, next question is about adding fractions. This is improper fraction, so first thing to think about is to convert this improper fraction to be this is a mixed number, to convert it to improper fraction. Okay, so let's do that. So it will be 6 times 1 is 6 plus 5 it's 11, and the same there. 4 is the same. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 is 13. If you look at 6 and 4, you need to find the lowest common multiple. okay, or like common denominator to make them the same. To do that, let's multiply this one by 3. Okay, let's multiply by 2. Let's multiply by 2. Let's multiply this one by 2 and this one by 3. So now both of them will be, this one will be 12 and this one will be 12. So now we have common denominator. So 22 plus 39. Okay, so in this case, common denominator is 12, so 22 plus 39. Okay, so which is 61. Okay, now they said, take care about this. Give your answer as a mixed number. If you just left it in this way, you will lose 1 point. So to make it mixed, 12 times 5, which is 60, plus 1, this 61. So the answer is 5, 1 over 12. Okay. Next one, it's substitution. Find the value of y when t equals 27 and y equals to 9. So y equals to the cubic root of 27 over 9. So this one 3 over 9, which is 1/3. Okay. Next one, so 1/3 is here. Rearrange the formula to write t in terms of w and y. So if you see at this one, make cross multiply. So it will be the cubic root of t times 1, it's the same, and y times w. Now, if you want to get rid of this cubic root, you will cube both sides. So t equals to y cubed w cubed. So this is the answer, y cubed w cubed. Okay, or w cubed, y cubed, it's the same. Next question. Surface area. As I said before in my revision, please take care that the formulas you have, it's about the curved area only. So the curved area, if we talk about this part, like this curved area of a cylinder, the curved surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r times the height. Okay, plus, don't forget that we have what? Circle, like pi r squared, plus the sphere. This is actually hemisphere. Okay, the curved surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared, so this one will be 2 pi r squared. Okay, so this is the total surface area. Okay, this one equals to what? 2 pi, and r, they said here that the length of cylinder is 10, radius of cylinder is 3, so multiply by 3, and the height is 10, plus pi r squared, r also again is 3 squared, plus 2 pi, and r again is 3. So this one is 2 times 3, 6 times 10, 60 pi, plus here is 9 pi, plus here is 9 times 2 is 18 pi. We need to add all of these numbers, so it will be 87 pi. So the total surface area is 87 pi. Okay. They said that the total surface area of this solid is k equals to k pi. Okay, we'll compare between them. So this one k equals to what? K equals to 87. So this one 87. Okay, so please again, I know that if you lost point mostly because you forgot the circle. Okay. or some of you, for example, mistakenly include the circle where the hemisphere joins together. Okay, it's inside. Okay, it's not surface. Okay, so take care about this. A question. This question 10, I think. Find angle OAB. OAB. We need to find this angle. So if you look at this one is angle at the circumference. The angle at the circumference is twice the angle at the center. So this one should be here, should be double, should be 260. Okay, if this one 260, and we know that all of the angle here is 360, so it means this one is 100. Okay, so if this one 100, and okay, this one is 100, how about this one? Okay, so look here, if you connect this point from here to there, again, still this is, if you look at this one, it's the same as this one. Okay, and as you see in this graph, it's like this is all sides here the same, and this one will be 50, this one is 50. Okay, so if this one is 50 and this one is 65, so how about this angle? So this angle also will be 65, right? Okay, so 65 plus 65, it's 130, plus 50, this is 180. And especially as you know that this is isosceles, like this side equals to this side. Okay, so if this one is 50, so these two angles will be equal, so it will be like 180 minus this 50, and then you will divide by 2. Okay, like 130 divided by 2, which is 65 degrees. Okay, so this angle will be 65 degrees. By the way, showing your work as you can write here, okay, also what we do on the graph, this is showing work. Okay, so if you show your work on the graph, that's fine. So the examiner, when we look and find that, oh, you wrote here 260 and you wrote here 100, this is 50, this is 50, 65, so it means you are showing your work. So the answer of this one should be 65. Okay, next one, solving equation. Cross multiply. 2 times t plus 1 equals to 7 times this 4 minus t. Don't forget the brackets. So 2 times, so expand. So first cross multiply, then expansion, and then collecting the like terms in one side. Okay, this is 90, this is 26. Okay, so t equals to 26 over 9. Okay, Mister, can I write it 26 over 9? Yes. Can I write it in mixed number? Yes. Will they deduct 1 point if I write it not mixed number? No. Okay, 96 over 9 or equivalent. Okay. The problem not about fraction, the fraction to be improper fraction or to be a mixed number. The problem about rounding. The problem if you round, if someone wants to round this one and to solve it, like you are in non-calculated paper, you don't have to do that. But if someone, for example, wrote, oh, this one 2.8, it will be incorrect. Okay. So because we first of all we round to 3 significant figures, not 2. But since you have no calculator, and anyway it's not calculator paper, so leave it in fraction, improper fraction or mixed number. Next question, question 12. In question 12, there are 24 students in a class. G is students who study German, and S students who study Spanish. The Venn diagram shows the number of students in each region. Write down the number of students who don't study German. Okay, no German. Okay, and also don't study Spanish, no Spanish. So, of course, it's 1. Okay. Next one. Find number of, this is shading, okay, and to shade to know, or you don't have to shade. The number of G intersecting the complement of S. So where is not S? To see where is not S intersecting with not X, it means out of S. Intersecting with G where? In this area. So out of this one, where intersecting with G, it's this part only. So it's 6. Okay. Now, one of the 24 students, so I'm talking about one person, so one fraction. This is out of the 24, so I'll divide by 24. How about this one? They said that the probability that this student studies German or Spanish, but not both. German, okay, or Spanish, but not both. So it's 6 plus 8, okay, which is 14 over 24. You can leave it in this way, or if you want round, it's okay. Next one, we are talking about 2 of the students, so it means 2 fractions. Look, from where? I will divide by 24? No, wait, they said who study German. So I have to see how many they are studying German. We are talking only about this group. Okay, how many? 15. So if the first one 15, next one will be 14 because already one taken it without replacement. This is what I said before in notes when to take care in exam, that you have to subtract the denominator by 1. Okay, so we subtract the denominator by 1. So here they say find the probability that one student studies Spanish. So where is one student studies Spanish? Spanish here is 9. Okay, we are talking about this one. You cannot take this 8. We are studying only this group. This is the mistake. Okay, so we have 9, and they said like Spanish, and one student doesn't study Spanish. Okay, doesn't study, it means that to complete this 15, which is 6. Okay, so now the question is, this is 2 different arrangement. Okay, study Spanish, doesn't study Spanish. So maybe study first and not study the second, or not study and then study. So it's 2 different arrangement, so multiply by 2. Okay, don't leave it like this in exam. You have to calculate the fraction and write the final answer. The final answer should be 108 over 210. Okay, or simplify, but you don't have to simplify. It's not calculator, don't waste your time. Simplify. Now we have this index. Okay, the most common mistake usually comes here when someone just take 4 to the power of 12, just like that, and 3 leave it as it is. This is a mistake, so take care about this mistake. This 4 distributed for all exponents, for all of them, not only y. Okay, Because 3 is like 3 to the power of 1, okay? So 1 times 4. And y to the power of 3 times 4. So it will be 3 to the power of 4, like 3 times 3, which is 9, times 9 is 81, okay? Y to the power of 12. Okay, next one. 16x to the power of 16 to the power of 1, and we will do the same, okay? But I advise you that make it easy for yourself. This makes 16 to be 2 to the power of 4. Why 2 to the power of 4, not 4 squared? Because you have 4 here in denominator. It will be easier for you to simplify. Okay, so especially that here your goal is to simplify. So 16 times 1 over 4. Okay, so in this case, look, for cancel 16, so this one will be just 2, and 16 over 4, which is 4. Sorry, this is another mistake, take care. Don't forget that we have x here. Okay, so 16 over 4, which is 4 here. Okay, so this is the final answer. Next question, we are done with index questions. The equation of the line L equals to y is y equals 3x minus 4. Line L intersects the y axis at A and the x axis at B. O is the origin, and work out the area of the triangle OAB. Okay, so take it step by step. That the line L intersected the y-axis. What does it mean intersect y-axis? If you have here and you have this line y, this is just to explain to you the idea. You don't have to draw, but it's better usually to draw for yourself. So this line, as you see, it's increasing in this way and intersecting at -4 here. This is the y-intercept, -4. Okay. So this is line L, okay? So the line L intersected the y-axis at A. So y-axis, it means this one at A. So this one is A. A is like 0 and -4. Okay, this is A. And the x-axis at B. So this one is B. Okay, intersecting the y-axis, this one, y-axis, it means x equals to 0. And it's opposite there, like intersecting the x-axis, it means y equals to 0. So this point, what you have here, is like x and y is 0. Okay? Is it fine now? And here is O, the origin. They said work out the area of the triangle OAB. We need to find the area of this one. Actually, we know this one. This one is 4. Like, you know, this is the height is 4. Okay, no problem. Now we need to find what? We need to find x. Okay. So how to find x in this way? So to find x, so the equation y equals to 3x minus 4. To find this x, we know that y here equals to 0. So at y equals to 0. Okay, so 0 equals to 3x minus 4. So 3x equals to this 4. If you divide both by 3, so x equals to 4 over 3. So now you know that this one is 4 over 3 and 0. Okay, if I ask you now to find the area, it's a triangle, right? So the area of triangle, area is 1/2 the base times the height. The base is 4 over 3 and the height is 4. Okay, so in this case you can say 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2, so it will be 8 over 3. So just here write 8 over 3. Okay, this is the area. Of course, this is should be like area, so whatever the unit, it didn't give us unit, it will be unit squared. Okay, so just the most important, right, that 8/3. Okay, next one. Oh, it's yeah, find the equation of the line perpendicular to the line L. So this is what we say usually, and I said in the revision, guys, take care. Usually the questions will find the equation of the perpendicular or the bisector, it's repeated. So find the equation of the line perpendicular to L. Okay, where is perpendicular? First of all, you have to take this equation, y equals to 3x minus 4. From this one, you know that the gradient of this line L is 3. So the gradient of the perpendicular line, whatever it's called, the perpendicular line, equals to what? Negative of the reciprocal. So 3, it will be 1/3. Okay? So now you have the gradient. So if you write the equation of the second, the perpendicular line, it will be negative 1/3 x plus c. Okay, we need a point to substitute to find c. So they said pass through the point negative 0.5. Okay, good. We have 0.5 x and y. So this y is 5. And look here. So x is 0. So c equals to what? C equals to 5. You should like automatically understand that when you have 0.5, that y is the c. Okay, but just if you don't know that, just substitute. You'll find that c equals to 5. Okay, so what's our equation now? Our equation is this y equals to negative 1/3x plus 5. Okay, so this is the answer. Question 15. Write down the exact value. As I mentioned before, please revise the exact values. And we studied this in not exact values if it's 30, 45, 60, and of course 90, 180, 270, 360. And also we studied what if it's another number and we need to know the sign and which quadrant. This one also we studied. We will do it quickly now. So cosine 30, it's square root of 3/2. Okay, sine 30 is 1/2. So cosine 30 is square root of 3/2. Now we have cosine 330. Oh, if you look at this cosine 330, you will find that here 0, 90, 180, 270, and again this one is 360. It's the same as 0. 330, it's in this quadrant, 330 in the fourth quadrant, right? This is first, second, third. And as you know that cosine, okay, here, as we will say that, like here, all positive, all. Do you remember what I said? Like, for example, all students, okay, takes calculus. Okay, so all trigonometric ratios here are positive. Here only sine, here is only tangent. Okay, here is only cosine. So cosine here is positive. Okay, good. So I can say now that cosine 33, it's the same as cosine 360 minus 30. Okay, 360 minus 30, it's the same as 330. So it equals to what? Cosine 30. And here is positive. Well, positive in the fourth quadrant is positive. So what's cosine 30? You just say it. It's a square root of 3/2 again. Okay. So this one square root of 3/2, and this one square root of 3/2. This is without calculator. Now functions. F of x equals 2x plus 1. Find f of 2. Okay, just substitute f of 2. So f of 2. 2 times 2 plus 1. So 4 plus 1, which is 5. This one is 5. Next one, the inverse function. Okay, so if you find the inverse function, first consider this one is y, so y equals to 2x plus 1. Step number 2, make x a subject, so y minus 1 equals to 2x. Okay, and so y minus 1 over 2 equals to x. Now the third step, swap them, so you can say that x or y, x, yeah, y equals to x minus 1 over 2. So this one is the inverse function, so the inverse function is x minus 1 over 2. Okay, next one, g of x equals to 1 over x plus 2. X doesn't equals to negative 2. Okay, this is just the domain, like x can't be this way. You will not use this information, but just to know for information that they say x doesn't equals to negative 2 because it cannot, you cannot divide by 0. Okay, but you'll start solve the question as normal. Okay, find this composite function g of x. So take g of x and put it again inside g. So g of x equals to 1 over x plus 2. What's x? Oh, I will write again on x here. Okay, this is x. I'll write again inside 1 over x plus 2. Okay, so what to do then? Okay, here to have one single fraction, what to do? So the common denominator here, x plus 2, then make cross multiply. Like you multiply denominators to give you this one, cross multiply. So will be 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times this fraction. Don't forget that 2 times x and then 2 times 2. 2 times x is 2x, plus 2 times 2 is 4. And then 1 over here, x plus 2, and here 2x plus 5. Okay. Now you may multiply both by x plus 2. So this one cancels with this one. So now g of x, okay, equals to x plus 2 over 2x plus 5. So this is the answer. You can write your answer usually in the space provided. Okay, done. Now algorithm, they said h of x equals to 1 plus log of x to the base of 3. H of x equals to 3. Okay, how we can find this one? Just substitute. So 3 equals to 1 plus log x to the base of 3. So it means here 3 minus 1 equals to log 3. So this one is 2, and here log 3. Look, this is the base. Now we need to convert, just to know that we need to convert the algorithm form to be exponent form. So the base, the base is the same, so 3. Okay, what's here inside will be outside, okay, and what's outside here will be in power. Okay, so x here equals to what? X equals to 9. Take care about converting from exponent from algorithm form to exponent form. Now the inverse function. We need to find the inverse function of this one. Let's follow the same steps. That number 1, we need to work in this, that y equals to 1 plus log, okay, x. So what to do then? After this, we can also y minus 1 equals to log, and here's x. Like you are working normal, so far is the same. Okay, so I'm trying now to make y subject. Okay, so I have y minus 1 equals to log x 3. So what to do then in this case? Now we will do what we did here. Okay, so convert from the log, the log form to exponent form. So the base is 3. What's outside here will be in power, and this x will be, what's inside will be outside. Okay, so what to do then? I have this one. What to do? Remember that we will switch them at the end as we switched them before. Okay, so now y equals 2. I switch this with this, okay? It will be 3 to the power of x minus 1. So this is the answer. So at the end, okay, we need to switch. So make y subject, okay, and this is what we did, and the exponent, forget that you have to convert from the exponent to the exponent form. Okay, simplify the square root of 200. Now we have 2/3 and we need to simplify them. The 200 is like 100 times 2, and the 98 is 49 times 2. Okay, the square root of 100 is 10. The square root of 48 is 7, and the square root of 2 is inside. The 2 is inside. Okay, so we have 10 square root of 2, and we have 7 square root of 2, so in total we have 17 square root of 2. Rationalize the denominator. The most popular question. Okay, we multiply. Look here, take care. When you multiply, take care about the sign. If it's positive, it will be negative, and here it will be the same. So we didn't add anything. Okay. Now, this is like difference two squares, like 5 times 5 is 25. Positive times negative is negative, and square root of 5 times square root of 5 is 5. As we mentioned before, square root of x times square root of x equals to x. So this one, it will be 5 times 5 minus square root of 5. It's better usually to not expand this 2 at the beginning. Wait, maybe you'll simplify. Okay. So then this one, 25 minus 5 is 20, and here is 5. 5 minus square root of 5. So look, 5 divided by 5 is 1, and here is 4. So 5 minus the square root of 5 divided by 4. So this will be the answer of this question. Okay. Last question. A car journey has 2 stages. Stage 1, 80 kilometers at an average speed of x kilometers per hour, and stage 2, 450 kilometers an average speed of x plus 50 kilometers per hour, and we have the total time 7 hours. We had in revision similar question. I think the only difficult thing for students here that the numbers are big for them, but in general the question is repeated. To find the time of the total time, okay, equals to the time of the first stage plus the time of the second stage. The total time is 7. The time of the first stage, time is distance over speed. Okay. So the distance is 80, first one, kilometers per hour. Kilometers, sorry, it's a distance. Divided by the speed is x kilometers per hour. Look now, this one, it will be in hour. Just to ensure that our units are correct, calculations are correct. So here the distance for 50, and here x plus 50 kilometers per hour, and here kilometers. Okay, so in this case, 7 equals to 80 over x, and there plus 450 over x plus 50, it's algebraic fraction. So you have first to work on this one. First we work on this one. later you will involve 7 in the problem, but for now just algebraic fraction. So 80 times x, it's 80x, plus 50 times x, this is 40, and you have 2 zeros, okay, 4,000, plus 450x, all of this equals to 7. Okay, this is the cross multiply. Divided by what? Divided by this one times this one, like x times x plus 5. Let's make it like x times x is x squared, and this one 50x. Okay, like this one times this one, this is the common denominator. Okay, so if I have this one now, you can make the cross multiply. Okay, so 7, 8x squared, and here 35x. Equals to 80x. Let's collect like terms. This one plus this one. So it will be 530 x plus 4,000. Then we need to collect all of them in one side. So we have 7x squared plus 350x minus 530x minus 4,000 equals to 0. Okay, now 7x squared, no problem, and this 4,000 minus 4,000, no problem, like all of them the same. Now let's look at this one. It should be minus 40, like 350 minus 530. Yes, it's negative 180x. So this is what we need to prove. Okay, done with this one. So again, it's similar idea of total time equals to time 1 plus time 2, and the time is the distance over the speed. Okay, done with this. Now factorization. How we can factorize? Which two numbers to multiply? Okay, so we make 7x squared. It's 7x times x. And then how about the 4,000? This was the problem in factorization. So it's 4,000. It's just 100 times 40. Okay. This one is negative, so we have different signs here. One of them positive, one negative. The big one, okay, this one is negative, so I need this one, the big one, to be negative. So I'll make this one negative and this one is positive. If I want to double check, I can multiply what's inside and multiply what's outside. And to take the sum, to check, is it negative 180 x or not? This one is 100x. And the other one is negative 280x. If you add them, it's negative 180x. Yes, you are correct. Okay, all of this one, they said factorize and then find the value of x. Okay, to find the value of x, it means we take this one equals to 0. So 7x plus 100 equals to 0, 7x equals to negative 100, and x equals to negative 100 over 7. The other side, x minus 40 equals to 0, so x equals to 40. Okay, so what is the value of x? X was what? If you look at the main equation, x was speed, okay? So x, the speed, of course, can't be negative, okay? So we will ignore this one and we will take this one, so x equals to 40. Okay, so we are done with this question and the whole exam. Okay, double check, see your work. Hopefully you did well on this exam. Okay. Okay, if you have any question, please write in comments. And quickly, I can tell you that in this question we had parallel lines, so you should know like all the three rules: alternate, corresponding, co-interior angles. Like also you should know the vertically opposite angles, and also we had transformation. And usually try to give full description. For rotation, 3 points, for example, or enlargement should be 3 points. So you should say center of rotation, and clockwise or anti-clockwise, and how many degrees. We had also simple interest. So take care about the formula of simple interest. It's different from the compound interest, and to know what is the principal, what is the final value, and to know the formula very well. Third, and how to simplify them, functions, and how to inverse, how to rearrange, algorithm, how to convert it from algorithm form to exponent form, to know the exact values of trigonometric ratios, algebraic fractions, and how to simplify them, how to solve normal, easy, like linear equations. What else? Circuit theorems. Okay, you should know that angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference, and when it's isosceles, two sides are the same, two angles are the same. Okay, factorization, of course, like this one, you should know how to factorize, especially when the coefficient of x squared not 1. Okay, the total mark of this paper is 75. So hopefully you got good mark in this exam. Okay, thank you so much. Please don't forget to make like, subscribe, and see you in next video. Bye.